Broadcast live.
I mean, congratulations on just talking about that in the most melodic way. You know, it's like some hard shit, but you're saying it in song. You know what I mean? It's like some hard shit that you say in song, and that's a real gift on con. You know.
Yes,
and you know, the more I think about it, you know, it's like you got like a bank of experience in life, and but you know, it's almost, one can undermine it simply because of how you carry yourself, because you're super chilled, you know what I mean? But like for me, you always, like, that's why I'm always like, when I listen to your albums, I know I'm gonna hear something that's gonna go, is that nigga really saying that shit? You know what I mean? Because you always got some stories, you know what I mean? And like, and like, you know how to, and like, you can't make songs and you're half-hearted about what you're saying. Do you know what I mean?
True.
And that's why I keep giving you these props, and I goes, from a song-making perspective, you like brilliant. And but like when I hear the stories though, that's why I'm going, yo, who's SK though? You know, who's that's your albums make us always go, who this nigga talking about? The nigga knows Killers, he knows Priests, he knows, you know what I mean? You bring it all in, you know what I mean? And not a lot of people draw this picture in their music. That's a real thing. I gotta be real with you, you know? You got 2 joints with Saudi, and it just made me feel like you guys spend a lot of time in studio, you know? And you complement each other even in topics, you know? I almost feel like if there's a topic of a song, you the good version of it, and Saudi is like almost like the evil version. It's like you like good, you know, like Eminem and Royce, you like good and bad. So I feel like you guys complement each other that way, where like, you know, you kind of come in, you know, you bad but you good, and Saudi just like goes, extremely evil, you know. Is that how it is with you guys when you get in? Do you think, is it a conscious thing? Is it just normal? It's just organic?
It's crazy, man, because I've lived a certain portion of my life in Soweto. That's where he grew up at. You know, he's the true Soweto boy like that. You know? So the stories we tell are almost similar. It's just that me, I always try to stay on the safe side. You know, even though I was a bad boy at home, nobody knew. You know? Saudi was just
goes in.
You know, he just goes in, you know, and I respect that about him, because that's what hip hop is at the end of the day, you know. Just telling it like it is, and having the balls to say certain things, you know what I'm saying? I respect that about him. That's why I'm always gonna like that's my boy. Just listening him feature, you know, on songs, in live. Whatever, that's my boy, you know. So yeah, man, like we linked up at the studio, Ruff studio, which was downtown Jersey. He would come through in his uniform, and I would come through in my uniform too, and we were like the youngest guys like to be around there. Everybody else was done with school. Everybody else was, you know what I'm saying, trying to make a career out of music. And we was just the youngins there, wanting to surround ourselves with the big boys, you know. And I saw him as somebody that has a lot of balls, you know. He doesn't say much. Like he's almost like me. He doesn't say much. He just sits there, and you know, when it's time to speak, he spits something that you that's like out of this world, that you wouldn't even imagine a 20, 21 or 20-year-old, like how this guy has been through this, you know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show, man, like how broad music is, especially hip hop. Just telling our stories, and that's what he does best, you know.
And your relationship with Sjava, where does that start from?
My relationship with Sjava also, you know, starts at the studio downtown. Not at the same time as everybody else, but you know, around the same sort of, like maybe 3-4 years I managed to meet Sjava, Saudi, Ruff, SK, and a whole lot of other people, you know. So that studio right there, man, it gave birth to ATM, basically, you know. So yeah, man, and it used to be crazy for me because back then he used to act on Zone 14.
Yeah.
I was still in high school and stuff, and I see this guy out there at the studio. Somewhere, somehow, I felt like I was progressing, you know. Like, yo, Mr. Sjava, yeah, I'm safe, you know. And musically, he's talented as well. He's on TV. This guy has a bright future. Wow, I like him. Yeah, man. So it's the same with South, man. Like, yo, I like this guy. He's young, but he's, you know what I'm saying, he's greedy, you feel me? And that's hip hop for you, you know? And it's Sjava as well, has been through a lot, you know? And I guess it's God's will, man, to put all these kids that have been through the most come together, tell each other their life stories, like, oh snap, you've been through that? My situation is almost like, you know what I'm saying? And it's all struggle stories. And at the end, man, we all sort of prosper, you know, and this is what it is today.
So, I mean, and I'm gonna wrap it up now. You know, you have, you've got Sjava, you've got Saudi.
Yeah.
Which other people were you in that space with, in that studio space in downtown when you guys were coming up? Who've made something of themselves?
Mugs used to come around. That's why I fucked with Ruff from a young age, because he knew like established rappers from the days we were coming up, you know. So that really inspired me, and Saudi, of course, you know. I mean, we would be all up in there, just being there as kids, instead of doing our homeworks and being at home doing chores. We're there in the studio with our uniforms, with the rap guys, and you know, one day Figutido, you know, that for us was something, you know, something to look forward to. Like when other kids would go, when they ring bells, when the bell rings after school, other kids go to do their extramurals, whatever. I'm pacing to the studio. I'm hoping to bump into Marks, you know. Not even like about my life story, or not, just to be in the same space, you know.
While you're running to the studio, where does the Slanging Dope part come, and where does the struggle come between that time?
Well, when I was still in school, life was still okay, man. You know, life just hit after school, you know, where my parents couldn't even afford to take me to varsity. So I've never been in a varsity institution. My last grade was a matric, you know, so that's where life hit. My parents even moved back to Matatia, you know, and I was like, no, I'm staying here. I wanna make something out of myself, you know, my music hustle, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people didn't believe in it at the time because of how sad my life was, you know. But somehow I had hope, like, yo, I'm gonna stay here and try to do this thing, man, you know. So that's where it all came in. That's where I would go hungry and I'm like, I'm gonna reference a young B.I.G. Go try, you know what I'm saying, slang something, get bread, just so I can eat and go by.
Where were you staying at that time?
I was living in Joburg, in Berea, you know. Yeah, in the city.
Whose place?
A friend of mine, his name was Dixon. Yeah, shout out to Dixon. He's the one homie that took me when my parents left. Yeah, so I was like, yo man, let me stay with you. He was also staying in his, you know what I'm saying, little back room now, you know. And shout out to him, he squeezed me in there, and I remember trying to convince him to let me stay there. Like, yo, man, come on, man. You know, I'm doing this music thing, man. You know, when I pop, man, everything is gonna be good. You feel me? And he believed me, and that's how he got me out there, you know. And yeah, I'm still thinking of some. You know what I'm saying? I'm still thinking of a way to thank him.
Wow.
Now that I'm able, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It feels like your life has been touched by people who've brought you miracles.
Yeah.
And miracles have opened the doors.
Yeah.
And that's why you have this sort of acknowledgement of who you are and who are the people around you, and a loyalty also, you
Yes,
know,
sir.
because it's almost, it seems like at different times different angels came and touched you and
Yeah.
opened certain doors.
Yeah.
You know, and
a
that's
blessing.
and that's that like you blessed, just
Yeah.
generally you've been blessed.
Yeah, I never ever took that for granted, you know, like the people that come into my life and make a positive impact, no matter how little or big, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never took that for granted. It's always a permanent stain that stays with me, you know? Yeah.
You know, with you guys are the young guys. You sometimes people might not understand you, and just like every group of young people, nobody understands them. You know,
Yeah.
they never understood us. You know, they're not going to understand you guys. But what's going to keep you what's going to keep you significant and important is knowing where you come from.
Yes, sir.
That's all you have, because
Yeah.
even with everything you're going through, all the shit, the phases, whatever, everything is a phase. But where you come from
Yeah.
is the reality of what got you to how far you climb.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And it's great. You know, I'm great. You know, like you, when I speak to you, you know, although like people like creating like issues, I'm just like, you've always been like the most humble dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not just to me, I just feel that you respect the game,
Yeah.
you know what I
For
mean?
real,
And
for
I feel
sure.
you respect the game,
For
you know,
sure.
that's what I get from you, you know?
Definitely do, yeah.
Yo man, shout out Emtee, you know.
Bless up.
What conversations, when you sitting there with Sjava, Saudi, and you guys with Ruff, and you guys just think about like the days when you guys were trying to break, the days when the Mugs, the Tito's were walking and they were the guys.
Yeah.
Now you guys are the guys. You know what conversations? You guys are doing international soundtracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're getting international awards. What conversations are you guys having with each other? Like now in a room when you together. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's made your bond even stronger because
Yeah.
of the success.
Yeah, most def, man. You know, sometimes we wish we could, you know, spend time with some of these guys who we looked up to back then, who were blessing us with their presence. Your Marks. At some point, Briggs was there at the studio, you know. Just wish, you know, sometimes you could spend time with them and be like, yo, remember a certain incident, wherever, you know, because we have stories, you know, to tell, you know. We wouldn't just bump into guys at the studio, you know. We'd always try and make something out of that moment, you know. Obviously, by not bothering homies and being a pest and all that, you just, you know, create moments by appreciating being around it, you know. I think that's what keeps me grounded as well, like, you know, because I was blessed. Even though my life was up and down, sad, bad, and all that, you know, I had the opportunity to surround myself with those people, you know. Marks gave me a short on a song some years back. It was called No Tweets Allowed.
I remember that.
You know,
Oh,
so,
that was you.
Yeah. So, you know, I appreciate those kind of things, you know. Those are the things that built me, you know, and brought me to where I'm at today. You know,
just as an FYI, for me, No Tweets Allowed is one, in my personal capacity as a song, is one of my Max's favorite songs.
Oh yeah.
I never even knew it as you.
Bless up. Yeah, I'm out there on the vocals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, man, like it's just been amazing, like to know in the situation I was in back then, just to know these people. Sometimes I wouldn't even tell some of my friends that I know so and so, or I was with so and so. That's just how much I respect the whole design, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted people to always see it happen. Like, somewhere, somehow, I sort of envisioned my future as a youngin', you know? Like, yeah, I'm gonna be a big artist, my life is gonna change, you know, and that's exactly what happened, even though I was selling myself a dream, you know? Yeah.
Yo, man, Emtee, I'll tell you what happened in your life and I'm gonna close it up. When you left school, when your parents went home and everything else happened and you had to slang, it's the world that gave up on you, but you never gave up on yourself.
Yeah.
You had a choice to give up on you. You had the choice to agree with the world, but you never gave up on yourself. And the fact that you went up and you slanged and you did what you did is because you thought that you deserved more at all costs. And the fact that you carried on going to studio and chasing that, you never ever gave up on yourself. And sometimes a lot of us, the world gives up on us, and we think that it's the end of us. But that's just the beginning of you. That's the beginning of you starting trying to find yourself. You know what I mean? You've done that through all your struggles. For the future of whatever happens with you, in any case, just remember that, like, when the world gives up on you, it's normal. It gives up on everybody. But we only have ourselves to restart and not give up on ourselves. You know what I mean?
True.
That's all I'm gonna leave you with, Matty.
Yeah.
Yo, we got the hustler, Emtee. It's a real thing, real conversation. It's real love.
Bless up, man.
Peace, Matty.
Shout out to Maraza as well, man.
Yeah, Maraza always gives you love too. Without a doubt.
That's my big homie,
Show, man.
Broadcast live